Heyo everybody, it's Johnny5 Alive here and welcome back to another TemTem video. Today I'm going to both showcase and give you some strategies on how to defeat the first major boss in TemTem, Lady Lottie. So stay tuned and let's check it out. Alright, welcome back everybody. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe for more TemTem videos. And if you end up enjoying this video slash guide, please do leave a like and a comment. And with that out of the way, let's dive right on into things. Lady Lottie is one of the first bosses in TemTem, the first major boss that you're going to fight. So I want to go over some of the strategies that you have to know going into this battle and how to make it easier on yourself. So the first time you fight her, you probably will lose because there's this unexpected thing that happens. Obviously you fight all the way up and, you know, taking out all these random encounters on the way there. You're fighting other tamers on the way there. Then right as you get to her, there's some henchmen that you have to take out. And right after you defeat the henchmen, she will immediately challenge you to a duel. And this does not give you any time to rest or recuperate. With that said, if you have saved your heal all team potion, you can use it right before the henchman and you might stand a chance against her, but you will likely lose here, so don't feel so bad if you get sent back to town and have to run all the way back up here. When you run up for the second time, the henchmen will already be defeated, so you won't have to worry about them, and you can go straight into battle with her fully prepared. So what I want to do here is give you an understanding of what her TemTem lineup is and what the hard counters to that will be, and also show you the footage of how I defeated her. So here's a nice little image here that I made, and this is her exact lineup left to right. So she'll start off the battle summoning the Calabice as well as the Hocus. So those are the first two that you're gonna have to worry about. So the Calabice, is that how you pronounce it, is a water poison TemTem. Now, one thing with TemTem, you're always going to want to know your enemy. So I'm going to bring up an image on screen about the TemTem types so you can get an understanding of what they are weak against and what they are strong against. So because this is a water poison type, it's going to be extreme. The poison is extremely effective to wind, and the water is extremely effective to poison, lightning, and poison. But because it's already a poison dual spec, the poison will get canceled out. So if you want to do double damage to the Calabice, you're going to want to run some plant TemTems such as a Seku or a Leolai. Those are the ones that I'm running. There are a few other options in the early game as well. And then you're going to also want to run a Genki. Genki is the Lightning Bee. You're going to do extreme amounts of damage to the Calabice really early on. But don't forget, you're also dealing with a Hocus, and the Hocus is a mental TemTem, and mental is a bit of a harder one to deal with because while it does have weaknesses to digital as well as crystal, those are TemTem that are extremely hard to acquire unless you started off with the little green rhino TemTem at the very beginning of the game. That's the one you're gonna want to run to take that thing out quite quickly. And luckily the Calabice doesn't have any pros or cons against the crystal TemTem that you would have started off with in the beginning of the game, so that means you can just do regular damage to the Calabice after the Hocus has fallen. The Hocus also is weak against lightning, so you're definitely going to want to run a Genki in your starting lineup against Lady Lottie, because your Genki can use chain lightning and deal double damage to both the Calabice and the Hocus all in one shot. However, the chain lightning will either damage himself or your TemTem to the right of you, because the chain lightning jumps to 3 targets and the enemy only has 2. With that said, it probably wouldn't hurt for you to run a plant TemTem next to your Genki so that it will absorb the damage at only half damage, and you will clear those out very quickly. And because the Calabice is also a water TemTem, running that nature TemTem with your Genki is just going to let you take out the Calabice that much quicker. So in my opinion, that is the best starting lineup that you can go into this initial battle, is with a Genki and a plant TemTem, such as a Seku or a Lottie. You'll see that the next ones that she fires out are going to be a Pidgepick and a Barnchi. So let's take a closer look at those TemTem. So the Pidgepick is a wind TemTem. The only thing that wind TemTem are weak against is lightning. And since you already have your Genki out, if it managed to survive or you threw some potions on it, you're going to want to keep it alive as long as possible. That Genki is going to be crucial throughout this entire fight, because the Genki also does bonus damage to the Barnchi. So you can again utilize your Chain Lightning and make quick work of the second lineup that she throws out at you. The Barnchi is also a mental TemTem, which is also weak against lightning. And because it's mental and wind, which are both weak against lightning, you will actually do quadruple damage instead of 2 times damage with your Genki. So you should make extremely quick work of the second lineup by just spamming some Chain Lightnings. So it is crucial to keep your Genki alive. I'm not sure how long mine ended up living. I was just kind of using what I wanted to without using potions. But if you have potions, be sure to throw them on your Genki, because if you just have a high level Genki, you should that thing will just carry you through this whole entire battle. And last but not least, she will summon a Lottie, which is a nature wind TemTem. But because nature is strong against lightning, but wind is weak against lightning, it kind of cancels each other out. So you're not going to really be doing much damage with your lightning. It'll just be kind of like regular damage. So what you're going to want to actually use against the Lottie is a poison spell. Now, if you're running a Seku or a Lottie of your own, they do have poison and Urishi, I believe it is. I can't remember what the spell is called exactly, but it is a poison-based ability, which is very handy in this fight because you can take out that Lottie very quickly. And with that said, I will just let you guys watch the entire battle if you want of me fighting Lady Lottie and the strategies that I use. Again, I could have done this a much faster and a much more efficiently if I just had a high level Genki that I kept alive for the entire thing, because that Genki will pretty much deal with everything that she throws at you. So it might not even hurt to have 2, honestly, if you really like the Genki TemTem. But for me, I never really go for 2 of the same TemTem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and tune in. I have another one coming up for Sophia, which is the water dojo, which is the Arisola dojo. So that video will be coming up next, and as I play and defeat these bosses, I'm going to continue on releasing these videos. So tune back in if you want to see more strategies against TemTem Tamers. All right, so I'll let you guys enjoy the battle against Lady Lottie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.